Welcome back. Today's a Sunday, fourth day of summer. I need to feed these kids now, like a lot. I want to make a breakfast quiche. I always love chicken salad in the summertime. We don't do camps or anything, just like white knuckle it and have them with me all the time. Okay, the summer chaos has begun. Nate is running the San Diego Rock and Roll Marathon. There he is, I see him.
Yeah, oh, this helps. I love you, kiddos.
We made it. Kids, we gotta go get in the golf cart. I barreled down the sidewalk area because I can. And then Parks and Rec saw me and like honked at me and I just waved. I bought a thing last night on Amazon. Do you know what this is? It's a blender. This changed my shredding chicken life. I think it's great. We actually eat it in a papaya. We're gonna sneak some spinach in here. Puree smoothie. Do this one. Make sure the lid's fully on before you press that button. This tastes like
amazing.
Summer day was a success. I'm really glad you're here for it. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you decided to check it out. My name's Raquel, and I am a mom of 4 kids under 12. I'm being kind of quiet. One of them is still sleeping. Today's a Sunday. I think it's the 3rd or 4th day of summer. My kids got let out of school on Thursday. We spent all day Friday lounging and sleeping, recovering from Thursday's festivities. And then yesterday we just played video games and played board games, and that was so fun. I did do some grocery orders because I need to feed these kids now, like a lot. It's about 8 in the morning. I'm still drinking my coffee. I want to get a really early start and make a breakfast quiche, which is super simple. You get some ingredients, you get some eggs and some cream, and you dump it all into a pie dish. I usually keep one of these in my freezer for this. I often like making my own pie crust, but I don't want to make a pie crust at 7 in the morning for a breakfast quiche. But I love a breakfast quiche, a pie crust with eggs and cheese. Oh my God, it's so comforting. And it actually reheats really well. I'll also make a bunch of other food today, kind of staples that we want to have in our house. I always love chicken salad in the summertime. We like to eat ours with walnuts or some sort of nut for the crunch. And then I love putting curry in my chicken salad. Again, so warm and comforting. You're not even totally sure what that flavor is when you're eating it, but you're loving it. I love to have that on hand, especially for all these beach days, to be able to just throw it in a Tupperware container and run to the beach, and it feeds everybody. So today, Sunday, is all about prepping some food so that I can be ready for this week. My husband goes to work and I've got all 4 kids all day long. We don't do camps or anything. It's really expensive for 4 kids. And also, how many summers do I have with them at home? So I love to just like white knuckle it and have them with me all the time and mostly enjoy it. Sometimes I lose my mind a little bit. The house is a mess, but I just have to remind myself to be okay with that because man, am I probably gonna miss these days when they're older. So we like to just roll through summer and all that it brings. And it's a ton of fun and it's a ton of chaos and it's a ton of mess, but that's how we're rolling. So I'm gonna start with this quiche and just have a nice, wonderful little Sunday. So this is why I put this on this cookie sheet, because I have a tendency of overfilling my quiches. How big? It'll overflow onto the sheet. The oven is at 350. We're gonna put this in the oven for about 45 minutes, and then we'll take it out, let it rest for a couple minutes, and then enjoy. Okay, the summer chaos has begun. The quiche came out. It's looking delicious. So we're letting that rest for just a few minutes, cool down a little bit, and then we'll all make plates. Also, with the leftover veggies, I kind of made too many mushrooms and onions for that quiche, so I set them aside, and I had extra mushrooms. And then I had a bag of prepped veggies for stir fry that were starting to look like they were not gonna last very long. And we don't have plans in the near future to make a stir fry, so I threw all that in a pan, in the same pan I was already cooking the veggies in, wiped it out, some sesame oil, threw everything in the pan, cooked it, then threw it in the food processor, pulsed it up a bit to make this kind of veggie mush. And then this will sit in the fridge for a few days because we will make pot stickers. If you've been watching my channel, you know my kids love pot stickers. Was it the game show episode?
Yeah.
Was it the second one? Game show part 2. We made pot stickers, and they're surprisingly easy. So now I'm halfway done. I have the filling for the pot stickers. All I have to do is buy the wonton wrappers, and my daughter Khaleesi loves helping me fill it, and then we'll fry them up. And so that'll be a lovely summer snack one of these days coming up. Another snack I made yesterday, super easy. I hard-boiled a whole package of eggs, and then Summerly peels them all, so that's awesome. Super easy. You get a pot, you put all the eggs in it, then you fill about 2 inches of water. I add about a tablespoon of white vinegar and a tablespoon of salt. It's best when it's older eggs. They peel the easiest, but then the vinegar is a little trick, and then the salt is a little trick. And bring it to boil with no lid. Once it's boiling, put the lid on, turn off the heat, let it sit for 10 minutes, then dump it into an ice bath, let that sit for 10 or 12 minutes, and then peel them. And she did, I'm gonna show you, she did a really good job. They're like perfect little round eggies. This is just such a simple high protein snack. My kids love them, Nate loves it. They'll just take one out, put a little salt on it, and eat it. I feel really good about having that snack in the fridge for my kid. Wonderful, beautiful protein. We're gonna dig into this quiche, and I was gonna start making a few more things, and I have a package, a little surprise that I wanna open for what else I wanna make for summertime, and I still need to poach the chicken and make chicken salad. But another thing that's happening today, Nate is running the San Diego Rock and Roll Marathon. Yay for him. I was just gonna stay home and cook with the kids, but my girlfriend Kendi, her husband's running it too, and she was telling me a place where I can golf cart over real quick. So I was like, this is why I love you, because I'm not a huge runner and she's a runner, so she's like, I know it means so much to me when my family's there at the halfway mark cheering me on, and I'm like, I got a quiche in the oven, like I just gotta get a present for Summerly's friend, she's got a party today. Anyway, we're gonna make it all work. That's what it's all about, is family. So we're gonna eat some quiche, then we're gonna run over and see Dad run and cheer him on, then we're gonna come back and do more things. Oh, it's delicious. There he is, I see him.
Yeah. Oh, this helps. I love you, kiddos.
We could have brought you a banana if you let me
Thank you for
know.
coming to say hi to me. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Huh?
No, knock over the
She
sign.
was speeding.
Wait, so I thought we were gonna miss you. Look where I parked. Turn around, look where I parked. In front of the tree. The kids were yelling at me. I thought we were gonna miss you. Love you, bye.
Keep going. You got this. We slowed him down.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we made it. We wanted to meet Daddy at the 16-mile marker and be able to cheer him on and say hi. I saw on his running app that he was like super close and we were behind. My time management is not very good. So I'm like, kids, we gotta go, get in the golf cart. And we all bounced in and we flew down here. I knew where I should have parked, but I didn't do that. I barreled down the sidewalk area of the park on my golf cart because I can. And then I parked right there. Listen, I really wanted to get there and see him, so that was worth it. Okay, let's go home now. I just got the notification that he crossed the finish line. How do you look? Really? Oh my goodness. Okay, we made it to mile 16, but like, it's like I'm almost there, and I was like, crap. And I'm like, kids, get in the golf cart. He's there, we're gonna miss it. And then I just take the golf cart and I just rolled right through the grass. I was like, oh, we're going. So I ended up parking, like, I rolled all the way through the fields to the end. Like right to the crosswalk. And then we just hopped out and crossed the street and went and saw him. It was perfect. And then Parks and Rec saw me and like honked at me, and I just waved. The kids were yelling at me.
Oh my gosh.
It was so funny. But we made it and we saw him. Come here, you can open that package. Okay, so the other thing I did, I bought a thing last night on Amazon. Yikes, you're scaring me with the scissors. What did we get? Let's set it down this way. Do you know what this is? It's a blender.
What are we gonna make? Smoothies?
So I bought a blender on Amazon at like 9 o'clock last night. Love Amazon. My idea is to make smoothies for the kids. Make a bunch and put them in these little freezer cubes so that the kids can wake up and just plunk them in their glass and sip on them in the morning. Again, I'm always trying to sneak fruits and veggies, particularly veggies, into my kids' diets. I don't love breakfast myself, and I can never get up early enough and do all the things. So smoothies I thought would be so great and so easy. Now, I almost got sucked into the consumerism trap last night when I was shopping on Amazon for like the NutriBullet or the Ninja or the Vitamix. We've actually owned all of those, and for whatever reason, whether moving or packing or remodeling, we've gotten rid of all those things at different times. We never really used them enough. I use my food processor for cooking, and I've got an emulsion blender, so I really just need a basic smoothie maker, and I wanted something cheap and simple. And then I saw Hamilton Beach and I was like, yep, I've bought their things before, and hopefully this is just one of those super simple, they make it well and it lasts forever, and it was a $40 blender. So bingo, in cart, delivered, done. So let's clean it out and set it up and we'll make a smoothie. Before we play with our new blender, I've just washed it real quick and I'm letting it dry. I'm kind of like wrapping my head around what I'm gonna put in it. I just looked in my freezer to see what I have, and I've collected some fruits and things that we have. So we're gonna play with that. But before we do, I wanna get this chicken poached real quick. So to this pot, I'm going to put in about 3 pounds of chicken breast. I'll do a whole carton of chicken stock or broth. I'm gonna slice up a whole lemon, rind and all, throw it right in there. I'm going to put in 3 cloves of garlic, peel them and just smash them and throw them in there. A bay leaf or 2, some salt and pepper, bring it to boil, turn it down to a simmer, put the lid on, let it simmer for 8 to 10 minutes or until the internal temp is 165, and that's it. Once the chicken breasts have cooled a little bit, I'm gonna put them in my KitchenAid mixer. I'll start with the dough hook. It'll shred the chicken for me. I don't remember how or when I learned this, but when I did, this changed my shredding chicken life. Then I'll put on the paddle attachment. That'll shred it even more. So easy. So I added just a little bit of water in here and dumped it in because you just want to make sure that the chicken is covered. All right, let's turn on the heat. Let's wash our hands first. This is already doing such a great job at shredding this. This is great. But now I'm gonna shred it even more. Now it is still so hot, but honestly, I love my chicken salad so much, I sometimes just even eat it warm, like I don't even care. Guys, this is so easy. Oh my goodness. Totally shredded, perfect consistency. Then I'm gonna dump all of the ingredients in here and let my KitchenAid keep mixing. One dish mess. So what else do I have for this chicken salad? I toasted almonds. I showed you that. I love the crunch of slivered almonds, but I've also put walnuts. I think I've even done pecans once with fresh grapes. That's like a different variation. This one's a little bit more of an Asian feel. So I put in soy sauce, water chestnuts. I'll put in some raisins. I also like a sweet tang. And then here's my sauce mix. This is about 2 cups of mayonnaise. I might add more after. A tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of curry powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. I've mixed it all up. I'll dump it in. And then after I've got everything in here, I'll taste it and decide, oh, I want more soy sauce or more mayonnaise or whatever. But I just give this a really good mix because then it's a lot easier to mix everything else in there. Yum. Let's take a bite.
It said secure all pets.
That's so good.
Hey, Mom, does she need your...
Whoa. Wow. I think it's great. I might add a little bit more nuts. I love the crunch. Sometimes I add green onion, maybe just on top. But yeah, man, a really good summertime snack. And we actually eat it in a papaya. We slice it in half, scoop out the seeds of the papaya, dump the chicken salad right in, and then just eat it with spoonfuls of papaya at the same time. Whoa, so good. I'm gonna put this in a Tupperware and throw it in the fridge, and then we'll make our smoothie. Get me the blender. Okay, dropped Summerly off at her birthday party. We got the Target gift and everything. Part of my Target delivery was these freezer molds with lids. I have 4 kids. There's 4 molds. They're 1 cup each. I got 4 of them. So in my brain, I'm thinking I could make 4 different flavors. They each have a cup, freeze them, and then in the morning I could either take out the whole tray or they can just take out their flavor and dump it into a cup or a bowl and wait for it to thaw just a little bit and enjoy. So in my brain, that would be so lovely. That's 4 mornings of smoothies in 4 different flavors. Right now, I'm just gonna make a smoothie of whatever I had around just because we want a smoothie and we want to play with our new blender. But I think in another episode, I will accumulate ingredients and come up with 4 different recipes and try out this whole summer smoothie system. But for today, let's just make a smoothie. Oh, and they came with lids too. No, start by opening this. These are frozen raspberries I had in the freezer. Cut them off and dump it in, okay? You can dump in the apples carefully. Can you reach? This is 1 apple I cut up.
Wow, it's big.
Okay, go put the bowl in the sink. You can get a spoon, dump it in.
Oh, dump it in.
Yeah, and then put the scissors away. You can dump the yogurt in. Please don't spill it.
Wow, that's a lot of cherries.
That is a lot of raspberries. And then we're gonna sneak some spinach in here so you guys, okay, stop.
I don't know about spinach.
Yeah, so you guys have a vegetable. You don't ever even taste the spinach. All right, I think we're probably, go get me the cranberry juice. Yeah, so I have an orange tree and I could do orange juice all the time, but I also just have some cranberry juice in the fridge, so I'm just gonna dump it in there because that's what I have available, just because I feel like it needs some liquid to blend.
Oh, you have to do it.
Okay.
I think the other way. Yes, Mom. It's the other way. Yeah, it's the other way.
What do you mean?
This is where the cap is, and that's where you pour that.
Oh.
See?
Okay. All right, press the button.
Which one?
I don't know, there's a lot. Hold on.
On the instructions, it
Mix
says
milkshake easy clean. It says diced chopped salsa. Puree smoothie. Do this one. You have to hold the button? Wait, let me see.
Oh, never
There you
mind.
go.
It is just floating at the top. Oh, never mind. It looks good. So 1, 2, 3, then.
Okay, let's see. It has this little spout, adorbs. I'm gonna pour a little bit into mine just as a, hold on, guys. We might wanna add stuff.
This is good?
Well, it tastes delicious. I feel like we should add some ice to make it more smoothie-ish. Okay,
That just makes it more hot.
let's do one more.
Okay.
One more small scoop. Put the scoop in. Don't get the scoop dirty. Wait, make sure the lid's fully on before you press that button.
Can I press the button? No, I want it.
Oh my gosh, this is not, you press the off button when I'm ready. Go, press. Listen, mommy did not spend a lot of money on this blender, so if we broke it, it's not a big deal, it's not high stakes. And also, it's probably way louder than some of the nicer blenders I could have purchased, but again, I just don't really care. I just wanted something super simple. Let's make a smoothie. Okay, cheers. Let's try.
Hey. Cheers. Raspberry. I love this a lot.
Yeah, this tastes like
Amazing. This tastes like imagination.
Okay, so we're gonna clean up our mess, and then Daddy just texted me, and I've been tracking him on his run. He's about a mile away from the finish line. Originally, he said he wanted to Uber home, but when I just saw my girlfriend who picked up her husband, she was like, no, you should go get him. He's gonna be wrecked. So I'm gonna get these 3 kids, we're gonna get in the van, we're gonna go get Dad. But yeah, overall, summer day was a success. We'll come back, we'll nurse Daddy back to health, maybe we'll make him another smoothie, let him eat the chicken salad, and watch the rest of us play. One of our favorite games is Mario Party. We go a bit savage, and it's a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being with me on one of these first days of summer. It's exciting, it's terrifying, it's overwhelming, it's so much fun. It's loud. It's messy, but I'm really glad you're here for it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out my channel. I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope you tune in next time.